My name is Lennyr, and this is my challenge is. So why introducing religious leaders and pastors on this platform? I would like to give you two main reasons why. First of all, when I went through depression, I have tried everything, including to look for relief in a religion. And I failed. And when I say I failed is that at some point, I truly believed, and I'm not joking, that God is against me. And a lot of people that come to our institute and they're agnostic, they believe the same thing, that they suffer because God is against them. And they don't understand why they suffer and how come a God punish them into so much emotional and mental turmoil, and anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and so forth. If there is indeed an amazing and forgiving God out there. So these are the reasons why I have decided to introduce on this platform different religious leaders. Not to convince you about religion and about God. To show you that everybody's suffering out there. And they are the first ones that hear people from their congregation coming towards me with suffering. But there are two different type of people, and this I did not know until I didn't overcome depression. Once there is one category of people who will do nothing but sit there passively waiting for somebody to save them. And these are the people who wonder why God doesn't take my pain away. And then there is the other category that will find their way out of it by active measures. Some of them that we teach them like Christians. So this is what I didn't understand when I was in this predicament. I thought, like many people that comes towards us, that God doesn't do enough to get me out of suffering, when practically all of the opportunities that were given to me, I've never seen them to get out. I have never, ever, ever seen until decades later. I'll just give you a simple example. I moved to Chicago around 2003. Why did I move to Chicago? Not a very good explanation coming from Florida. But anyway, I moved to Chicago. When I got out of depression about, I would say, 2019, I met my last mentor that actually fully got me out of depression. One of the people in our group has asked this mentor, is how long you've been doing this job? And she said, since 2003. It's when I have realized that this woman was located 30 minutes away, driving distance from my house in Chicago, which, sorry, but every traffic pattern and every city like this has hours of traveling, not half an hour. And I was here since 2003, And I waited for 16 years to look for her to be the last mentor that helped me out of depression, because I had 4 different mentors. I had the opportunity under my nose. I came to Chicago probably to look for her in my unconscious mind, or if you want, God directed me or whatever, but I've never seen that opportunity. And these kind of opportunities, when you are in a lot of suffering, you do not see them. And you're like, God doesn't show me. God was showing me everything. All I had to do is go on the internet and Google. So these kind of things, we do not see when we are in suffering. With signs, we do not see them. Right now, if you're listening to this show, you have a sign or many of what it is possible for you. It's up to you if you want to see it or not. Many do not. Many do not look for answers, do not see them because they think it's impossible. So these are the choices that I want to show you, that they are out there for everybody to pick them and everybody to get out of suffering. Another reason is because we do not understand why we suffer. We suffer because we don't go proactive to get out of suffering. We need to suffer to understand the lesson. We don't go like this new generation comes to me and says, I had a couple of girls coming to me, tell me everything about relationships. I don't want to mess up like my parents did, like my uncles and aunts did, like my girlfriends do. I do not want to mess up from the beginning. We've never been like that. My generation's never been like that. Because our parents suffered, our grandparents suffered. We thought that suffering is normal. We've never been proactive. And this is why we suffer. So it's time to change the script for everybody. Not to be upset with God, not to wonder why do we suffer when the signs and all the choices you have out here in the world, they are the same for everybody, but yes, you have to look for them. Yes, you have to take right steps. Yes, you have to see the signs. And this is what I want to show you, not to convince you to convert to a religion or another. I want to show you from people who see suffering firsthand. Church leaders. You're listening to My Challenge is podcast with Lennyr. If you have a challenge in life, and if you would like to get the answer for free, make sure you go to mychallengeis.org for your free answer.